Welcome back to Her Story. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. So only one mention of the weapon. A weapon, any weapon. Let's just look up death instead of murder. This is a different day. This is the day before or 2 days before?
They said it was food poisoning. There was something
Poison?
in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe.
Why does she have 2 cups?
Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
It seems kind of suspicious. I mean, you're admitting to knowing about poisonous mushrooms. We'll look up poison and poisoning later.
I was living in the attic.
Why?
It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I slept through it.
That's a lot.
The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way you would have picked death caps.
We'll look up mushrooms and death caps too.
The police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Well, that's super sus. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Why did it get darker for a second there? Didn't have control for a second there. No, the clock. Okay. And the music's changed. Yes, I am spending time doing this. You're all just gonna have to live with it. Get everything nice and sorted. Okay. Same ones. Or I should just do mushroom singular to see if it comes up different. It's probably the same. I assume this is not a real search.
Thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that.
Bags?
I'm going to the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Alright, we'll do poisoning and bags. Actually, we can just do these searches and come back to them, so. Okay, so that does come up different. So then maybe it is a real search of the text. And then there's a bunch of things on Simon, so we'll come back to those. All right, so let's see. Bags.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
Baby.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes,
Oh, we gotta look
that
up attic
pile
too.
was in the wrong place. I went cold all over.
Boxes, attic.
I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Let's see. Okay. We gotta... Alright. What, did we get her name? His mom, no. No name for her. So, baby...
Those boxes, that
Baby boxes... Body... Let's see. Okay. Why does she have a guitar? Okay. Let's see here. So poison.
at the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty.
Why?
If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something.
You said you were in the attic. Unless this is a different crime she's talking about. We don't, unfortunately, don't have context.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady
Doug.
at primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids.
Ha ha.
So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Why? Alright, let's see about Doug. A bunch of mentions of Doug. So, hold on. This is the one where she said she wasn't home, right?
At the time they said it was poison.
We're gonna tag it with parents.
At the time they said it was...
Because it's... Or... Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's not a very nuanced system. Actually, I guess I can do this to make sure it doesn't come up with the wrong ones when I try and search, because this should only come up with... Oh no, it's gonna come up with everything. It ignores the punctuation. Never mind. Although that's still a relevant search that we should look into. Alright, so... Oh, 19 entries found. Access limited to first 5 entries. I didn't notice that before. Shit. There's 61 mentions of Simon. So that's almost not useful because I can't look at more than 5. I guess we'll just look at all of them.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work.
Does.
Making feature windows.
Not did.
Artistic things.
Okay.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo. They said a spring photo.
Okay, so we get a look at him.
It's the best one I have.
What about Rome? That's the only one. Okay. We'll still look at the rest of these 5 clips since we have access to them.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay. Helen. Is she jealous of... Okay, there's another mention of Helen.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Not necessarily. Peter. Only mention... let's see.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Amstrad. I think that's the name of a computer, an old computer company.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy.
So
Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
So somewhere between the 18th and the end of the month. Or, well, I guess he disappeared before the 18th, but at this point there's no sign of him being missing. Speaking of...
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Let's see. Oops. It would help if it registered all the key presses that I input. Okay, a lot about Glasgow. Which I think we're gonna come back to, but we'll do that in the next episode.